y'all, but can back up real quick. Is there any other topics that you guys have? Because we're trying to go to the 4 hour mark.
We ain't
Swag,
that
you've
far
been
away from it.
quiet. I know you've been real quiet, Swag. Why you quiet? What's
I
going
mean,
on?
What's on your
I
mind,
just
dog?
what's been on my mind.
You've been
Uh,
very quiet,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, you have a question?
No question.
um, I just been observing the scenery, man. But I had somewhat of a question that had something to do with this grown and sexy conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already had posted it in my community tab, but I guess I could just ask it here. You know,
Okay.
yeah. So like this is for all of my fellas out here, but this is also for the ladies too. Y'all can answer however you want. Brienne, I know you married, so you probably ain't gonna have too much to say on this. But
I'll
I'm gonna
answer.
I'm gonna try to keep this brief, y'all, because you know I ain't no long-winded brother. But anyway, like say you getting into a relationship with somebody, like you talking, you dating or whatever, and you know y'all just mad cool, y'all get along, y'all you find out y'all like the same things. You find out y'all have a lot more in common than you originally thought, right? So you like, okay, yeah, shoot, this girl is cool, this girl is great, you know, or for the ladies, this guy's cool, this guy's great, you know. But then like the more you get into the conversations, you start to realize like this particular person might still be heavily involved with their ex. So my thing is how would you feel about that as far as like trying to start something new with somebody, but you know they're still dealing with somebody that's supposed to be somewhat in their past? How would y'all handle that situation?
Well, I
Good
can answer
question.
because this one is I guess
Leave.
huh?
I'm gonna let the
Brienne, what you
ladies
say?
answer that one.
Yeah, we're gonna let the ladies answer first, and we're gonna let the fellas answer. Go ahead, Brienne. Let's see
I'm
what you
gonna
got
Okay.
to
give
say.
two small examples because one example is if someone has a child by some by an ex. That's one example. And then the other example is if they're still friends, which are two very common examples. The first one, if they have a child with each other, it comes to a point to where they're very friendly and you don't know if they've crossed that line again. So I think it's important, again, depending on the situation, there has to be a clear line in the sand. You guys aren't doing family days anymore. You're not going over there for the holidays. Everything needs to be separate. If you guys are communicating, it's strictly through email or it's through whatever those family apps are, like My Family Wizard or something. It's through that exclusively. Because if you don't set a boundary, crossing those lines are very easy. It goes from I'm gonna just go over her house to pick up the child to well, I'm gonna go in there and play with the child until I fall asleep. Absolutely not. Not anymore when you're in a relationship. And then the other very common example is if you guys are still friends or if they have like a sibling that's also friends with the ex and they continue to stay friends even after a breakup. Because that person's at the family dinners, they're sometimes in your house, those types of examples. And I think it's very hard to put that line in the sand, especially when they're close to other people and the relationship didn't end in a bad way. And in both of those examples, again, boundaries clear, cut in the sand, or that friendship has to be completely broken off if you want something serious. Because being heavily involved with an ex, where it be a friendship or if you have children with that person, is going to affect the new relationship. And there's always going to be that sense of insecurity on the woman's part. So it's like, do you want your new woman to be very insecure of your relationship? No, you want her to be very secure in your relationship because she's going to love you, respect you, and intimacy is going to be better. Because who isn't going to have better intimate time with somebody you truly trust and love and respect? So, all that to be said, um, you know, if you're that new person coming into that relationship, you have to analyze and be like, do I want to be a part of this? What is this person willing to give up or sacrifice to be with me? Because I'm going to sacrifice things to be with them. I hope that answers your question. Because again, I've seen both of those from myself and from a friend. Even I think my husband had an ex. We were talking about that type of scenario that
Oh yeah,
you're
yeah,
very
yeah.
friendly with your ex, and your ex is very involved in your family. It's just a no.
Right, right. Yeah, I absolutely. You absolutely answered that question perfectly. You know.
Okay.
So,
Yay.
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean,
So
I
shout
would
out to
like
you.
to answer it. Yeah, I would like to
I
answer it
wanted to.
now
I wanted to
too.
get Melody's take on it. Then after that, I was gonna pass the mic to you, Auntie.
All right.
Yeah, I
Can you
got you.
ask the Can you ask the question again? Go ahead. No, ask a question because I'm a little tipsy tonight. What is
Okay,
that?
man. I would just ask the question that I have is like, what would you do if you was in a situation where the guy is like still heavily involved with their ex? Like, how you think they should handle that situation? You think they should still continue on, go forward with it, or you think they should just dead it right then and there?
It depends on how far they are in a relationship with the guy.
Mm.
If I'm really feeling a guy and he's really feeling me, he would just let it go. If I ask him, hey babe, listen, that's your ex, and I see that you guys are still like really cool, really close. Can you dead it? If he dead it, that goes to show how much he really wants to be in a relationship with me. If he doesn't dead it, that means he don't care one way or the other. So I think he should just dead it. If he want to pursue this relationship, dead it. Don't be with this ex anymore. Stop talking to the ex. Cut the phone numbers off. Do all that. Cut all ties because we're starting new now at this point. Like, I'm your new bae. Let's start fresh. Leave her alone. Unless you guys have a baby together, then that's a different story.
What do you do in that case? Because again, I've talked to other fathers who had these same issues, and the problem is the fathers, they'll still be doing the family day with the mom and the kids. So I had to tell men, like, you can't do that anymore. Like those family days, those shared birthdays, no, everything has to be separate. And that's a clear line in the sand when you're about to date someone new. Because exactly. They did speak about this. They said, oh my God, my new girlfriend hates when I go to do family day. You think? Like your phone is off. You know what I mean? You're literally with your ex, the one you made the children with all day. It's horrible. So yeah, if you want a new relationship, again, especially if you have children by someone else, clear boundaries. I call it stonewalling. Clear stone wall between, your life with her and then your life with the new person. They should never coincide.
Right. And I guess overall that family time, that's like, you can bring your kid around me. Like, that's fine. If you have a kid and I accept being in a relationship with you, that's fine. Bring it around. Bring your kid around me. Family time now is with us. Exactly. We can take the baby to Chuck E. Cheese. We can take the baby out. But I mean, as far as you going out with the baby mother, that's done. Dead it. It's over.
Mm-hmm. And then the other thing is, make sure if there is drama, don't tell the new girl about it. Like if she said, oh my goodness, your new girl's hair is ugly or something, the new girl should never find out about that. That's why I call it stonewalling. And again, I don't, advocate for people to do what they want to do in their new relationships. But oh my goodness, when you want to prevent a headache, as a man, again, clear line in the sand. If she's sitting there talking junk about your new girl should never hear about it. You don't want to put a bunch of things in a woman's head to stress her out, because then she's not going to associate what your baby mama said with her. She's going to associate it with you. So yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
it's over. You gotta let that go.
The ex is still a sneaky, like
yeah, sneaky. Oh my God.
All right. Let's let the homie Auntie answer the question, because I know he's been waiting to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way the ladies talk. Like, oh, I'll allow this, I won't allow that, I won't allow that. Hey, look, here's the deal. If I'm still dealing with my ex or whatever, it's because I'm really not that into you. If I'm into you, you don't have to say anything. She's already gone. And even if I'm still dealing with her, but I really like you, trust me, she's a non-factor. Like, she's a total non-factor. So when somebody's really that much into you, that you won't have, like, they will clear all of that roster space for you. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to ask. It won't even be an issue. I do agree with what Brianne said, though. You got to all that family day and all of that other stuff. Nah, it doesn't work like that no more. We're separated. We're no longer together. So, yeah, you want to try to use the kids as a way to still kind of keep up with what's going on. And what that is, that's really, and I know Brianne can attest to this, is really just muscle memory. You used to being with somebody for a long time. So being apart is something that you're really not used to. So, y'all, even though you're apart, you're still looking for excuses to kind of still be together. That's really what it is. That's what that family day thing is about. When in actuality, you're supposed to just accept it. Look, even though there are kids involved, me and you are not together no more. So That's just what it is. Like, somebody's going to have the child more often than the other person going to have the child. Like, even 50-50 custody ain't really 50-50. Somebody's going to be 60-40, might even be 70-30. Sometimes it's going to be 80-20. And if you're lucky, you might get 55-45. But it's never going to be equal because we are not together anymore. Mm-hmm. So that just is what it is. Like, you do have to clearly set them damn boundaries. When you're done with somebody, you're supposed to still be done with them. All of that stuff where it's like, oh, family day, but we still have something going, or we're still friends. And nah, bro, that's an excuse to still keep up with things. You got one foot in, you got one foot out. Understand that if you're with somebody that's still dealing with their ex, that's likely just an excuse. They're not that in.
No, I partially agree with that. But sometimes, like you said, it is muscle memory where you're just, okay, every other Sunday we have family dinner, and then you have a new woman in there. And the woman's like, well, what are you doing Sunday? Let's go do this. Oh, no, I still have to do this thing with my baby mama. Then it starts to click, because I had to speak to a man about this. He was just so used to doing certain things. So I'm like, wait a second. From a woman's perspective, this sounds crazy. You can't do that anymore. And he's like, you know what? I didn't think of it that way. And he's not in a relationship yet. He's literally getting serious with somebody. And I'm like, you need to start thinking about these things from a woman's perspective. Again, if you never touch that woman again, it doesn't matter if you're spending 12 hours a day with her. Like, it's horrible to think about, like, switching that up, because now the kid is used to it also. Like, if you've been doing this for the last 2 years and the kid's used to seeing you every other Sunday again, now that number you just talked about, it goes from that 55-45 to, 60, 40. Now you've changed the child's routine as well, but that's unfortunately something you have to do when you. Yeah,
that's a byproduct. Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's a byproduct of just being apart from somebody, and now you co-parenting rather than, rather than being in a relationship or being with somebody. So you just got to accept that's it. I'm not going to be just as focused or more focused or even slightly focused on my ex when I got a new chick. Like that makes no sense. That makes no sense at all. Right.
Mm-hmm. But real quick, go ahead, Brianne. Then I'm gonna go. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, as a woman, you also have to know, like, if he doesn't change, you don't have to accept it either. No matter how much you like that guy, like, look, I'm not gonna accept this. Like, I don't have access to you on your day off because you're so used to this routine with her. Yeah, it has to go. No 50-50 stuff. Okay. A lot of numbers in the chat. Yeah.
Okay. But real quick, guys, I'm gonna read the last couple of super chats, and then we're gonna go with final thoughts, because I am kind of tired. I gotta get up in the morning and go to work. So let me read these last two super chats.
Me too.
Yeah, you too, right? So L. Nixon, the voice of reason. Did we read this one?
I believe so. Yeah, I believe we read that. I believe we read that.
Yeah, we read that one, but he sent another one. Yeah.
How about this one?
Yeah, we didn't read that one.
All right. Thank you, L. Nixon, the voice of reason, for the $2 super chat. I really appreciate you. He says, shout out to Killer and GC for holding Melody down. I appreciate you for that. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. And the Pink Unicorn, thank you for the $4.99.